The GLP-1 boom has changed everything about Lilly.
10 years ago, it had a market cap of about $100 billion. Today, that's over $1 trillion.
Lilly went from a sort of sleepy Midwest drug maker into a $1 trillion pharmaceutical company and the most valuable healthcare company in the world.
You really rarely even hear about a $1 trillion healthcare company. The challenge now is, what is the next chapter after Zepbound and Mounjaro?
GLP-1s are the biggest story in healthcare, and no single company has benefited more than Eli Lilly.
We're a medicine company, and we should make medicines for the biggest problems in healthcare.
The traditional challenge for pharmaceutical companies is maintaining success. Drugs have a shelf life, their patents expire, competition emerges, there are generic formulations of medication. Eli Lilly has had examples of this. It was dominating the market for depression medication with Prozac. Eli Lilly right now almost presents more as like a technology company with the kind of culture and hours that you might see in Silicon Valley and not Indianapolis.
Although many people have benefited, not enough. Zepbound and products like that can change the lives of about 40% of U.S. adults who have obesity or overweight.
Insurance coverage has really lagged behind the need. Only around a dozen or so states right now that currently cover the drugs through Medicaid. So insurance coverage has been really patchy, and that's made it difficult for a lot of people who need these drugs to access them. Lilly has been pouring billions of dollars into manufacturing. They've made sure that they can really control their supply chain in order to supply this enormous demand.
Last year alone, they invested $27 billion in manufacturing, and so finally, they've addressed shortages, and the capacity to make enough of these drugs has come online. Novo Nordisk pioneered the category, but Eli Lilly found creative solutions to address the massive popularity of these compounds, and for that reason, Eli Lilly is a $1 trillion market cap company.
While Eli Lilly and Novo Nordisk jockeyed for similar revenue for much of the last decade, Lilly has really separated itself over the last 2 years.
These do belong to a class of diabetes medication that people have been taking for decades, and it's really only more recently that these drug companies have considered and marketed the weight loss benefits of this. It's fair to question whether some of the speculation around how these drugs might affect heart disease or even Alzheimer's, cardiovascular challenges, high blood pressure, some of this is really being studied.
Lilly's next big thing is this drug called retatrutide. It's currently in clinical testing. The FDA has not approved it yet, and it combines 3 different gut hormones.
In studies commissioned by Lilly, the company says that the drug has been shown to cut weight up to 30%, which is a number that was previously only thought to be possible through surgery.
Lilly actually has been on a record spending spree this year alone. Some of their other big areas that they're working on right now are gene therapy, neuroscience, immunology. They also have a large presence in cancer that they're trying to pour more resources into at the moment as well.
We're using AI pretty much at every phase of our company.
They have a partnership with NVIDIA that has given them this massive supercomputer, because what we've seen is that even though there's been a lot of investment in AI in the biology and drug world, it hasn't really yielded new drugs yet, because that process of drug discovery and bringing a molecule from discovery into an actual approved drug is still really difficult.
As we grow, can we keep what's good? The inventiveness, the teamwork across our company.
The challenge now for Lilly is, can it extend and sustain the kind of success it has had over the past 2 years? Eli Lilly simply has to prove to investors that it deserves to stay there and to keep growing.